Hello everyone, welcome to Salulas last week's new music, and in this chance I would like to talk about some songs that were released between the 31st of October 2021 and the 6th November 2021. And in this we have a couple of songs, and I think we just need to just get started. Okay, so the first one we have Adeliesa with her track titled Franklin Street. And in this track, Adeliesa brings up the narrative of love contradiction between being merely as a friend or wanting to be a lover. This is a sweet acoustic guitar based indie folk presentation with timid, slow moving electronics. And I was quite surprised the first time listening to the shift from the folky presentation into somewhat reverb demeanor. That again sounds like any video that gets reverb effect on YouTube. But however, I don't find the shift is necessary enough to be placed in at the outro because especially considering how jaggy the sound between the folky acoustic and the reverb one. But if you have a song to play at a coffee shop playlist, then you should not miss this one. Right. The second song we have BAP with Richter. Okay, in this track, BAP delivers a short, to the point, dense, and well executed track with distorted and reversed vocal or instrumentation. I have no clear idea what sound dash he put in the track as the main sonic, but I would say that his rap delivery in the first minute doesn't really catch my attention that much. But you know what? Bob just flips the coin. The rest of the song, when he starts putting his soul in every word he shouted, it sounds disruptively extravagant. It sounds gorgeous. It sounds well prepared. It sounds painstakingly calculated. And the turning point for me when I was feeling averagely okay into highly interested in this track is when he creatively shifts from, I would say, abstract hip hop, but it is not abstract hip hop actually, somewhere in between abstract hip hop, into a rock sonic at the middle of the song. That really shines to me, especially when it is followed by his typical brisk flow on megaphone effect. As you know, Bob's idiosyncratic demeanor is using megaphone, and yeah, what really gets my attention is, geez, the guitar riff and lick, especially at the end of the track. It was very intoxicating. It will easily leave a blueprint on your brains, and because those Halley's guitar presentation are outstandingly in your face, catchy, and also punchy as well. Or in other words, maybe I would like to say that this track is a must listen for you. Just give it a shot. Perhaps you fit how Bab crafts his songs this time. Listening to Richter with its unexpected, intoxicating, and solid track. Also considering Bob's two previous tracks, which were a painting with Swage and also same shoes, no company. It makes me impatient for his upcoming album, which he says that it will drop next week. So let's hope that we will get something good next week. All right, going forward, we have Daun Jatuh with Selaras. Nothing really impressive part that I want to highlight about this folky track, but this is another coffee jam playlist. Yet it has a thicker reverb and echoed bass, and also indistinctive sonic between the piano and the guitar. And it also presents a whispery percussion presentation by Daun Jatuh with a narrative of experiencing a derail in a relationship. And next we have Dib DB DB Mandala and also Frei presenting Mata Air. I have no idea, to be honest, why he needs to sing in autotune that doesn't really mate with the subtle sound and acoustic instrumentation. Like, what come to his mind to blend those opposite elements? Also, I assume that he wants to transfer the emotion of the song that he is delivering by elevating the ambient and reverb of the track and also shouting some words to deepen the nuance. But unfortunately, it seems a total failure to me, because I don't really get any emotion between the song, the instrumentation, the vocal to myself. So next we have Dhea Siregar with Tergoda. Substandard beat layered with poor bar and flow. The vocal and the instrumentation don't blend at all in terms of its sonic. It feels like she records it on her phone and drags it on the DAW, leaving it unmastered prior to the release. And it's a no for me personally. I'm sorry. The next one we have Avan Yursaldi with Kamu Berubah. This is just another teenager love story narrative with another bland, weak, and soulless vocal presentation, static drum beat, unforgettable guitar lick. I'm clueless actually on why he puts string presentation in this track that doesn't really have any significance at all. It is worsened with a nearly 5-minute presentation. The next song is different. This one is from Jacqueline Caroline with You Got Me Focused. And in this one, he offers a solid R&B track with a great and lively production as well, although he puts a siren-like sound that becomes the melody of the song. In three words, her voice is light, lovely, and smooth. And give it a listen if you are highly into R&B, because this song is, yeah, it's quite beautiful for me. Just try to experience yourself. And the following track is Mataharibisu with Hal-hal yang dipatahkan dan dipaksakan. There's no doubt how they use spacious roads with a vintage vibe intro, followed by a band bass introduction accompanied with leggy drum beat layer with also lazy and hazy vocal presentation, since they pick ambient approach in delivering this track. But however, although it is an ambient track, I find that the spacious roads sounds high on top of others, which a little bit imbalanced to some degree. And next, we have one of the legendary band in Indonesia, Mocca, with their new track titled Happy Birthday. A bright, vibrant, cheerful vocal delivery by Erina defines how a birthday celebration should be like. But for me, this song doesn't really have a solid persona of a birthday anthem. Moving forward, we have the Rabbit Habit with a Malady. This is a thick, dreamy, and hazy vocal presentation that is mostly buried by the guitar when reaching the chorus. The way they attempt to amplify Melody's aesthetic by adding a clip of reverse sound might come a little bit too late for me, because I personally had lost my internet interest somewhere in between the third minutes of the track, because this is a 5-minute runtime tracks, and I think it's quite too long to just deliver the material. Our 11th track to talk in this very episode is by Ramandhika with One Day I Will Make You Proud, I Swear. Ramandhika, one of the most prolific artists with multiple tracks featuring him in the last couple of weeks, has finally released a brand new track. I thought it would sound serious enough because the title sounds like you are having a bold intention to express your sincerity to your mother, because the song cover is hugging his mother, but he presents it in 180 degree. I feel this time Ramandhika pushes himself to get a hand with hyperpop manner, since I feel a bold hyperpop distorted bass at the chorus, and it's a extreme and unexpected presentation at the 3/4 of the track. It will be a nice treatment to experience it, although I prefer if he sets the abrasive drop um, and the unsettling hyper bass in each of his chorus instead of at the end of the song, because surprising people with that level of bass distortion and hyper pop energy, it sounds great, this one. Speaking of prolific, I don't think Rich Brian shares the same interest as Ramandhika, because we didn't get that much singles from Rich Brian, but this one, Mr. doesn't need introduction, you know him well, has released a new track titled New Tooth, and just right from the start we have eerie and kind of mysterious tones that becomes the main melodic in the track, with, I would say, alien themed synth at the chorus that is just intensifying its mysterious persona. He presents a sweet beat shifting from a mysterious tone into bright nuance, although the alien themed synth still distinctively appears in the second beat, and he twisted it more into somewhat grand and deep with the piano and string introduction that goes in line with the reflective story he delivers. It is a total completion between the instrument, the progression, and the songwriting, and a painstaking venture to alter his voice into several modes was also undertaken by Rich Brian, and it was quite refreshing in the track. And overall, his flow and songwriting are totally solid, killer in this cinematic 3 minutes 40 seconds journey. I would highly recommend you to listen to Newtooth by Rich Brian. Following Rich Brian, we have Rifan Kalbuadi with The Color Blue. It is a well-produced, nice, and a sweet blend between Rifan's typical vocal with the instrumentation, but nothing really impressive about this track, except on the part when Rifan split some syllables at the end of the chorus. But I just wonder if he would add a trumpet or a saxophone to the track, and it might sound more grand and elegant as well. And the following track is by Sheryl Sheinafia with Want Your Love. And this time we have an affection seeker track by Sheryl Sheinafia. She sounds quite different from her last record, I would say, Genuine, with a new electropop approach, and it sounds fresh actually. And Want Your Love has an attention grabbing whispery a cappella intro that goes revolving in your head with the panning installation, followed with organic mouth produced bass that somehow gives a puzzling or riddling feeling, especially when you listen to Cheryl's vocal presentation. in which she knows the attitude to sing in this type of beat. Last track we have Suisei and Wicigo Shawty with XOXO or xoxo. I don't know how you pronounce it, but let me put it in short. Just imagine the typical XXX Temptation, loud and distorted bass, layered with Juice WRLD a flow, while Lil Uzi Vert's emo singing or emo presentation also present at some parts generic beat and flow that doesn't really have any impression, but just sounds like any other cloud rap maybe or emo rap. Doesn't really stand out at all for me. And yeah, okay, I think that's all for this episode. And just for reminder, those opinions are merely mine. If you have different interpretation or different viewpoint, feel free to pour it in the comment section. And thank you for watching. Click the link to stream or buy the songs. Hit the like to appreciate me appreciating Indonesian songs, and subs to get more of Indonesian album reviews or weekly reviews. And this is Salulas. Selalu cintai musik-musik karya Indonesia. And have a good day.